I'm Jake, you're watching Gas Guzzlers, and this is the completely redesigned 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the exterior of the completely redesigned Santa Fe. Now, I want to bring your attention to these H headlights. You're going to see this pattern a lot throughout this video. It kind of reminds me of the Hyundai parametric pixel design that they have placed on their Ioniq vehicles. Now, parametric pixels, H's, what's the deal with this? Well, basically, Hyundai was saying, look, cars are getting rid of grills because they don't have combustion engines that need to eat a ton of air. So grills are going the way of the dinosaur. A grill is how people usually identify a car. It was a very distinctive, cohesive element among a brand's lineup. It was how people said, oh, that's a Ford, oh, that's a Hyundai. With grills being gone, there needs to be a new way to identify vehicles. And Hyundai seems to be kind of going with this squarish design that they're gonna put all over their vehicles so that people say, oh, that's a sharp looking car, must be a Hyundai. I wanna go check that out at my local dealer. This car actually looks like it has a huge grille, but really most of it is just filled in. The engine here doesn't need all that air, so most of this is just for visual aesthetic. Now, Hyundai has lengthened the Santa Fe to make it a more comfortable 3-row SUV. We also have some cool knickknacks here at the side of the vehicle. I want to show you. There's this panel right here. You push in and there's actually a handle that you can grab on and pull yourself up to get onto the roof of the vehicle if you want to tie down your Christmas tree or whatever. That is a nifty little feature. Hyundai also shortened the overhangs. They reduced the distance between the front bumper and the start of the front wheel. Why is that? That's going to allow you to have a better off-road approach angle. You're saying, Jake, Santa Fe is not for off-roading. Well, you can get the XRT model. That's going to be the more off-road focused variant. That's going to come with 30-inch off-road tires. Putting on those larger tires is basically going to result in a 1.5-inch lift, basically, and you're going to get more exterior plastic cladding to give you that real off-road rugged look. At the rear of the Santa Fe, we really see that boxy design come through. We also see our H-shaped lights coming back on the rear here. Now I'm going to open the tailgate. It's a very wide tailgate. I don't know why Hyundai emphasizes this so much. They mentioned the tailgate 13 times in the press release for this. I'm not kidding, 13 times, I counted it. They just keep mentioning how wide this tailgate is, and I guess it's useful. It's 6 inches wider than the last Santa Fe. So you can fit a really long pair of golf clubs in here, I suppose. And you do have the volume to do it, jokes aside. You have 20.5 cubic feet of cargo space behind the third row. With the third row up, that's very good. So you don't have to put the third row down every time you go to the grocery store or whatever. Put that third row down. Behind the second row, you're gonna have about 41 cubic feet of space. I've not seen a number for what it's like with all the seats down just yet, but hopefully we will get that soon. And yes, that's a very wide tailgate, Hyundai. I'm impressed. Okay, let's do the interior portion fast because this car will not stop beeping. The H from outside carries on inside. Your air vents are in an H shape. That's kind of cool, right? What's even cooler than that is the UV sterilization. Yes, you can get your Santa Fe outfitted with a UV sterilization compartment above your glove box where you put your phone in and shines UV light. It's gonna kill all of the bad germs. We have a curved display here. There's a curved display in the Cadillac Escalade. It didn't really catch on from there, but now we have another brand. Hyundai is joining in on the curved display trend, angling that screen towards the driver. In terms of actual just aesthetic design, I like the tasteful application of the lights here. This is a very kind of squared off, rugged design. It's a little bit different from what we have seen recently with the likes of the Ioniq 6, which was very kind of eroded almost like a pebble. Here we have a very upright, stiff, rugged vehicle. Now this particular model is equipped with the optional 12-speaker Bose sound system. In addition, we have some cool features in here, like you can get a digital rear view mirror, so it's going to use a camera instead of a physical light-based mirror, so that if you have stuff blocking your rear view window, you can see what's behind you. Something else that's pretty cool is there's a radar-based occupant detection system. So the Santa Fe is gonna use a radar to see if there's anything moving in the back, say a child or a small pet or just normal size pet or a large pet, whatever size pet you have. The radar is going to detect it and it will alert you when you turn the car off. It's going to say, hey, go back there, get Fluffy, get Timmy, and make sure they don't bake. Just a quick look at the infotainment system here. As you can see, is pretty similar to what Hyundai system has looked like for a while, just with a bit of a visual refresh to some of the icons and such. I like this modular kind of design so you can easily pick what you want to access. Of course, you can get your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto on here. A lot of these features won't work since we don't have the vehicle on at the moment, but you do have a valet mode to make sure that when you hand your Santa Fe to the valet, they don't get too crazy. Also, take a look at the way the ambient lighting makes it kind of look like this screen is floating. Now that I have made the car stop beeping, we can talk about digital key. This car is going to use your smartphone as a key. What's the benefit of that? Well, it means that if you forget your key fob, you're okay. In addition, it means you can do things like text your key to a friend. If you say, you know, you want your friend to be able to move your car, you could send him your key. That's pretty cool. In the rear, we have captain's chairs here. You can also get a bench, but I want to talk about the world's first isometric bi-directional center storage cubby. What does that mean? Well, your center storage cubby up front, it's not just for the people in the front. You can pull it out and deploy a storage area in the back, but that's not it. So this opens from the front, right? Like a normal storage cubby. Okay. It also opens from the back, so the front and back passengers can access whatever is in there. That is a really cool feature. These are power adjustable seats with heating. Now, because of the isometric bi-directional design, you do not have air vents and chargers in the center here. Instead, you will find air vents on the side, kind of in the door pillar right here. Legroom is plentiful. Let's check out the third row. Getting in the rear is quite easy as there's a shoulder mounted button on the second row. Let's climb in here. And what I noticed when I get in here is there is plenty of legroom, but it is very dark back here. Now you can fix that by opening up this skylight right here. We do have some great amenities back here. We have charging and air vents. We also have our own fan controls for the third row. You could fit 2 flexible adults back here. Let's talk driver assistance. Hyundai offers a pretty substantial suite of standard safety features on all of their vehicles. You're going to get features like dynamic radar cruise control and lane keep assistant, you know, all that stuff. There are some interesting additional features the Santa Fe gets though. For example, there's navigation-based smart cruise control. So when you're on the highway using your lane keep, your lane centering, and also your dynamic radar cruise control, the vehicle is going to use the navigation system to determine, oh, I should take this curve on the highway at this speed and perform this sort of steering input. It's going to inform itself about what's coming up using the GPS. That's pretty cool. Something that may not be as cool is they're going to start putting infrared cameras in here on the steering column. You're going to make sure you're paying attention. A lot of brands are doing this now. BMW does it, Lexus does it. We're starting to see it enter the more mainstream brands now. I am interested to hear what you all think about this. I've not tried Hyundai's version of this. I will say in the Lexus, it was very unobtrusive and it actually never dinged for me. So I'm interested to see what your all's reaction is to that. Do you think there's a privacy concern? Are you cool with your car just watching it like that? Let me know in the comments below. Let's talk powertrain. There are 2 options. There's a 2.5 liter turbocharged engine, which is going to be making 277 horsepower and 211 pound-feet of torque. That's going to be mated to an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. For those who want a hybrid, Hyundai has you covered. There's a 1.6 liter turbocharged engine mated to a hybrid system that is going to be putting out 232 horsepower, 271 pound-feet of torque, and that is going to use a 6-speed automatic transmission. If you want to see the new Santa Fe, the new Kona, or any number of new car models from all different brands, be sure to check out the DC Auto Show. The 2025 DC Auto Show will be happening in January of 2025 at the DC Convention Center. Make sure to show up, folks. I look forward to seeing you there. Also, if you're liking the video, be sure to like and subscribe to Gas Guzzlers for more weekly automotive content. All right, folks, let's get back into it. The new Santa Fe is a very interesting vehicle. I'm looking forward to getting one out on the road. We will be working with Burn from Burn on Cars to bring you a full review of the Santa Fe out on the road later this year. So make sure you like and subscribe for that. I think it has some real innovative features like that bi-directional storage unit that I could see being really useful for families. So guys, be sure to like and subscribe for that full review later this year. Thanks so much to the DC Auto Show. I'm Jake, you're watching Gas Guzzlers. This is the all new redesigned Hyundai Santa Fe. We'll see you next week. Take care.